What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm D.Knight, and can we survive the gauntlet?
Cause it's game time and I'm ready. Game time and I'm ready. Yeah, it's game time and I'm ready. Game time and I'm ready. Can't stop my hustle. No, you can't stop my shine. I ain't come to make no friends. I just came to get what's mine.
And we are back with the Dolphins franchise here as we currently stand at 3-3. We did end up winning 2 out of 3 last episode, and we actually ended up beating the best team in the NFL and the number 1 offense, the Browns, 34-3. Our offense can't score points, but they have moved up in yardage at least to 23rd, so maybe a little bit of exciting. Our defense lights out. Currently stands at 3rd in the NFL. So we already know that our defense will carry us to the playoffs if our offense can actually show up. But our OC, Chad O'Shea, is on the hot seat still. We have a pretty important week here. A couple weeks, episode, I guess I should say, as we play the Bills twice and the Patriots. We will be getting through week 10 this week. We're going to do 4 weeks because we have a bye, and that's kind of boring, but not sure if we're going to show the Bills or the Patriots. The Patriots currently stand at 1st, the Bills 2nd in the AFC East, so I kind of want to get through 7 and 8 before I make that decision on who we show. But first, we do have a weekly award. We won something. Of course, Jair Alexander, 2 picks, 1 return for a touchdown. Well deserved. He was absolutely dominant against the Browns. So, yeah, I get you. And then we also have a breakout player chance as well, which is going to be Xavier McKinney, who already has star dev. So he's going to try to go for superstar, less than 150 passing yards. That's a possibility. 2+ picks, forced fumbles, TFLs, or sacks. Might be a little bit tougher to get Xavier McKinney than Chase Young. But, at least we have an opportunity, though. So, let's get into Week 7. Let's see if we can end up beating the Bills here on the road at New Era Field. If we can win this, maybe our offense can finally turn it around. And we end up getting exposed by the Buffalo Bills as they beat us 31-7. We had 238 yards of total offense, but we had 35 at halftime. That's right, 35 yards of offense in the first half. Not looking great. I think the writing is on the wall. We just didn't really have a good game at all. Our defense was missing tackles. They looked tired. Our offense actually got 1 first down in the first half, so I know the defense had to be tired, exhausted, just gassed. We just couldn't get things done, and then we also lost the turnover battle 3-0. So this game we're just gonna have to wash away. Luckily the bye week is coming up and maybe we can regather ourselves. But the stats on the game: Lawrence had 205 yards, 3 interceptions. Philip Lindsay has 63 all-purpose yards. Gesicki 77 yards. Trey Ragas was the only guy with a touchdown. Jerome Baker was everywhere on defense, 14 tackles, 2 TFLs, and a sack. And maybe we're really missing Xavier Howard already. They did light us up in the passing game to a tune of 289 yards. Luckily, we had a couple of sacks in there. But for the Bills stats, Josh Allen, 306 yards, 3 touchdowns. Kareem Hunt, 117 rushing yards, 1 touchdown, and then added 21 receiving yards. Zay Jones was a problem. We just could not guard this guy. He had 138 yards and 3 touchdowns. So expect him to have Offensive Player of the Week for sure. And then they might even have the Defensive Player of the Week with Tre'Davious White, who ended up getting all 3 interceptions of Trevor Lawrence today. Just not a good game. We got to go into the bye week. We got to regroup. So after a disappointing loss to the Bills and then a bye week, we have decided to part ways with our offensive coordinator, Chad O'Shea. We have moved up Eric Studesville, who is our running back coach, to the interim tag of offensive coordinator. He has promised that he's going to open things up a little bit, so we will have to see for the rest of the season. If we can't get this fixed, we're going to have to go out and get somebody. I got a few guys in mind, so no worries. But we are actually going to showcase the Week 9 game because the Bills are the best team in the AFC East. and they looked awfully freaking good against us. So hopefully we're able to actually have a really good game here at home. But we do have a breakout player chance for Mike Gesicki. Let's see. Yeah, of course. 3+ touchdowns or 150+ yards. I can't even get that with a full offense. Get out of here. I mean, I wish, but I don't think that's going to be happening. But we do need to jump into this game. It's a home game against the Bills. We're going to go with a little bit of alternate uniforms too. Have a little bit of fun, a little bit of experiment. And hopefully we're able to come away with a win. I mean, we are struggling, but at least we're still around 500. So we're staying in the playoff hunt at least. But let's go see if we can beat the Bills. Kareem Hunt, Josh Allen, Ed Oliver, Micah Hyde, and Tre'Davious White, who likes to pick us off. But let's jump in, see if we can get a win.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They, too, come in off the bye, so we should have two teams that are eager to get back at it.
And players are creatures of habit. You can bet they enjoyed the time off, but you know they're also ready to get right back into the swing of things.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round, standing 6'5". It's Josh Allen.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now let's take a look here at the Bills offense.
In the NFL, we love to talk about bloodlines and how important they can be. And for Zay Jones, he's got a terrific one. His dad, Robert, longtime linebacker in the NFL, big time with the Dallas Cowboys. And his uncle, Jeff Blake, a starting quarterback in the NFL at one point. What if he played catch with Uncle Jeff in the backyard a few times growing up?
Time for a look at our starters here on defense. It's quite a unit, number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he caught, and the ball is knocked out. And the Dolphins have got it. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That one into the hands of Hamilton. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. He'll get 3 up to midfield. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Allen from the gun on third down. It's caught. Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. On second down now, it's Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Hey, check. He's coming.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On play action, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hitch their...
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Ready, go. Under 10. Say go.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. A look now at our starting defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Check.
Back to throw. Lawrence. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Throwing on first down. Lawrence. Now a short one to Gesicki. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Lawrence throwing the out route and complete. That's Hardy. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Now Allen under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They run with Hunt. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. On the counter, Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On the delay, here's Hunt. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Check 50.
On first down, Lindsey. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. On second down, it's Lindsey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Tremendous space to rumble.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep here for Parker. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
60. Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. And this one's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you laughed with everyone else. You didn't try to get in my corner.
No. Someone had just told me a joke on the other side. I missed that. Totally missed it. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Set to start the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin for 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
50, plant.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. And connecting here with D.J. Sharp. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. At the 32-yard line. Here's Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And this is Parker, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down today. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. Open man, here's Hamilton. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Allen to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Allen again, and it's caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't...
They've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin at Bank of America Stadium, Cincinnati in town to take on Carolina. And it's the Bengals who are out in front as those two head towards the break. Joe Mixon has a run for a touchdown. From there, we head up to our nation's capital to check on the Redskins at home at FedEx Field. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Jimmy Garoppolo. Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Kyler Murray has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. If you throw it so hard, your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. And this is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Buffalo territory at the 43. Back to throw, Lawrence. And he slings one that's incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
What you wanted to do before.
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Mike Daniels.
Is emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen.
Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it here with Hunt. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Allen operating from the gun. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Still just the 1 incompletion. 16 of 17. It's 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen, throw left side. It's reeled in by Hamilton. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
To throw again. Lawrence got his man complete over the middle. It's Lindsey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
You want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Started 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
2 yards on the pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a carry for Lindsey. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Here's Matt Hawk now. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets them a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Looking to throw. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good. Dolphins.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Hey, let's get that home. He's checking.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Allen now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Hunt, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Play action. Now it's Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. On second down after the sack. Work to be done. This is Hunt. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. The Bills on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. On first down, Lawrence. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. He'll find Lindsey here. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It got his man complete. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let one go. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Yeah, here come the Bills. Now, listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. And you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. That one is caught by Hunt. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to face a third down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Back to throw. Lawrence.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open. In the course of an actual game, this has turned into a field position game now. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They run the counter. It's Hunt. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. The Bills on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Allen. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. It's hauled in by Hardy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. 2nd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down, they're going for it. On 4th down, Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
2nd and 15. Over the middle, complete. That's Hardy. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return will stop right around the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Let's see what you got.
And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Buffalo, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
And we end up getting swept by the Bills this season as they beat us 21-9. We did look alive, though, this game, so that is a plus 357 yards of total offense to their 231. Our defense did very well, even though Mike Hilton did get injured, so that's the second cornerback that's injured. We'll have to check up on him when we get back to the home hub. But the 3 turnovers killed us again, another pick 6. Our defense pretty much played pretty well. I mean, that first drive I was like, oh no, here we go again. But they pretty much shut them down. I mean, only gave up 231 yards of offense, which isn't bad. But again, every time that we drive, as soon as we get to the 50, we stall or we have a turnover or we can't score a touchdown. I just don't really get it. Stats for the day: Lawrence, 268 yards, a touchdown, 2 picks. Lindsey has 79 rushing, 25 receiving yards. Adrian Hardy, 8 catches for 76 yards. Gesicki had our only touchdown. And then Josh Sweat, 2 sacks today. He's really opening up my eyes. I might actually have to offer him a contract. I mean, if he's going to start, then maybe. If he's going to be a backup, maybe. Who really knows? But for the Bills, Josh Allen, 185 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Kareem Hunt, 68 rushing yards, 29 receiving yards. So we kind of slowed his roll down a little bit. But instead of Zay Jones destroying us, it was actually C.D. Lamb who had 50 yards and 2 touchdowns. You shut one down, the other one just opens up. And then Tre'Davious White, another interception. This time he returned it for a touchdown. So at least we got some good news. Mike Hilton is not on the injury report, so he's going to be back out there against the Patriots. So just another disappointing defeat, and now we sit last in the AFC East. But we have a quick turnaround as we end up getting to play the Patriots at home here. And they are 5-3 and actually lower ranked than we are. So very interesting. But we should be able to get this win. Hopefully the Bills are just really that good in the AFC East. Or maybe we're just a struggling team that just can't put all the pieces together. So let's end up seeing if we could get a win against Nick Mullins, Stephon Gilmore, and the New England Patriots. So another disappointing loss here for the Finns as they end up losing 17-13, and it was kind of the defense. I mean, we are really missing Xavier Howard right now. The Patriots had 345 yards of total offense. That's a Mullins and Leonard Fournette offense, and Keel Harry. I mean, that is just insane. Again, our offense, 235 yards, that's kind of like celebrate good times there. But we are struggling. We are not a good team right now. We are 3-6 on the season. We have tons of turnovers. Our offense is sputtering. Our defense now, I guess, is probably just too tired, just getting beat up too much. I don't really know what we need to do at this point. This is just a struggling team. As for the stats, Lawrence had 223 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. His touchdown to interception ratio, he might end up becoming a bust label. We will have to see. Devontae Parker had 5 catches for 47 yards. Not even going to talk about Phillip Lindsay's day. Jair Alexander had a pick. Merlin Robertson had 2 sacks. Again, nothing too crazy. And then on the other side for the Patriots, Mullins had 286 yards in the air, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Leonard Fournette, 95 all-purpose with a touchdown. Harry had 98 yards and a touchdown. Stephon Gilmore had an interception. We just need to be able to do better. This team is very disappointing, and I'm very disappointed in Brian Flores, why he hasn't been able to turn it around. Granted, our offense is not good, our defense is decent, but we need to win games. I'm kind of tired of it just being squeak by. We are 3-6, we're nowhere near 500, we're nowhere in the playoff race. So definitely just a horrid episode here as we end up going 0-3 and all in the division. We couldn't beat the Bills, can't beat the Patriots, and we are dead last in the AFC East, 3 games behind second place. This is rough. Brian Flores, you're now on the hot seat, my friend, because if we don't win, you don't have a job. We've given you everything that we possibly can. That was not a good Patriots team. You didn't get it done. You gotta figure it out. We're even trying to give you a new scheme, new offensive coordinator, and you can't do it. But with it being midway through the season, we are going to take a look at the season stats so far. We're also going to look at the upgrades and then take a look at our draft board because boy do we need it. Starting off here with the stats, we have Trevor Lawrence. He's thrown for over 2,000 yards, but 7 touchdowns to 13 picks. Man, what is going on? Now, some of them aren't your issue. They're batted and then caught, but I mean, we have to be able to get in the end zone. You're not getting us in the end zone, and you're throwing a lot of interceptions. You need to get it together, or bust label is there. Rushing wise, Philip Lindsay's actually had a pretty good half season so far. 635 yards, 4.1 average, not too bad. Jatarvius Whitlow, 73 on 18, not too bad. AMJ, 28. Trey Ragas, 18 with 3 touchdowns. God bless to be the power back. He's probably messing up all your guys' fantasy teams. And then for the receivers, Devontae Parker, 30 catches, 410 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, he can only get like 3 touchdowns a season. That is a problem. Gesicki, 43 catches, 388 with 4 touchdowns. He's having a great year. Hardy's actually emerging, 28 catches, 364, but no scores. Kiki Cootie, 30 catches, 332, 2 touchdowns. He's looking pretty sharp. Philip Lindsay out of the backfield, 39 catches, 248 yards. Cooley's doing pretty good as a backup tight end, 17 of 157. DJ Shark, 5 of 59. AMJ, 6 for 49. Trey McKitty's even got 3 catches for 38 yards. Whitlow, 3 catches for 8. Trey Ragas even has a catch for 2 yards. Blocking wise, do we even want to see this mess? Joe Thuney has given up 6 sacks this year. Not good, and we're only midway through the season. Regression much. Sidney Patrick has 5, but granted, he hasn't given up a sack since Khalil Mack and the Bears, who ended up getting like 3 on him. So he's actually improving very much. Darren Paulo, only 4. Penei Sewell, 3. Connor Williams, 3. So our line isn't looking too shabby, but still not the best. Tackles wise, Baker's already over 100. Good grief. Fitzpatrick, 64. McKinney, 49. Alexander, 49. Raekwon, 48. Hilton, 46. Merlin Robertson with 43. TFL leader is Baker again with Robertson, Wilkins at 10. Chase Young at 9. McMillan, Sweat, who's coming on, has 6 with Lorenzo Neal. And then sacks, Merlin Robertson actually leads us in this one with 8.5. He all of a sudden started getting into the pass rushing schemes. He's doing work. Christian Wilkins, Sweat have 5. Young has 4.5. Raekwon 2.5. Jerome Baker has 2. Minka with 1. Van Ginkel 1. Avery Young got 1. And Xavier McKinney's got 0.5. For the picks, Jair Alexander, 6 of them. This guy is a stud. I love it. Keep playing that way. Baker's got 1 and McKinney's got 1. And then what about some forced fumbles? What do we have over here? Alexander 1, Robertson, of course. Minka also has 1. But let's look at the recoveries. Robertson and Lakia Henry. And then kicking wise, Jet Toner has actually missed twice. 16 of 18, 55 has been his longest, perfect on extra points. And he's just 1 of 3 from over 50. We knew he didn't have a big leg, but I mean, gotta hit some kicks, man. I mean, he's doing better than Jason Sanders, who had like 60% that one year. For Hawk, 40 punts, 50.4 average, 43.3 net. 1 block, 13 inside the 20 with 12 touchbacks. So he's getting a little bit more accurate. Not too bad. So we're going to start the upgrades here with mainstay superstar Raekwon McMillan. I do feel like the tight ends are getting the best of us, so we're actually going to go into pass coverage for him. You got +2 man, +2 zone. Perfect. Let's shut people down. Starting tight end Mike Gesicki, we're going to go into vertical threat, get him up to an 81 overall. Hopefully he's able to really kind of step up in this new scheme that we have. Defensive end Chase Young, and we're going to go into run stopper here, get him to that 80 overall. I was going to try to go for power rusher archetype, but I think 80 overall is going to be a little bit more important. And I mean, tell you the truth, we're kind of looking at left ends so he can move back to right end and move Christian Wilkins back to DT. And another upgrade here for Chase Young, so we are going to end up putting this one into power rusher. It doesn't move him up in overall, but trying to get him closer to that scheme fit as a left end, if he even stays there or not. I'm not sure yet, depending on the draft class. Number 2 wide receiver Kiki Kuti, and as you can tell, deep threat is now our scheme fit. Hey, we're working on it. Good job over there, Mr. Studesville or Studiesville. I don't know really how to say your name, but we're actually going to go into physical for him to kind of get his release up a little bit. Does move up to 79 overall. Come on, release. Ooh, +3, my man. Starting strong safety Xavier McKinney. We're going to go into run stopper, get him up to a 78 overall. He got actually a lot of upgrades there. +2 tackle, +1 man, no zone, but I mean his zone's pretty close. Starting outside linebacker Merlin Robertson, we're actually going to go into power rusher. He's actually been dominant with sacks. I mean, he's very exciting to see. We got +1 power moves, +2 tackles, and he got bumped up to 77 overall. My man. Backup guard Trey Smith, we're going to go into agile, get him up to a 74. I do want to get him up to a 75, and then maybe we'll round him out just a little bit. Backup wideout AGG gets an upgrade. We're going into deep threat here for him. And +3 deep route. Okay, not bad. Backup center Josh Myers. We're going to go into agile archetype. Doesn't move him up in overall, but we're going to try to get him closer to the scheme fit. Backup outside linebacker Hamza Nasirildeen. We're going to go into run stopper. It does move him up to 72 overall. But again, our linebackers are probably having some issues with zone coverage. Backup outside linebacker Andrew Van Ginkel, and we're going to go into run stopper, get him up to a 72 overall. Again, not really expecting these guys to play that much. Ooh, +1 zone. Okay, that was 2 for 1 special there. Backup strong safety Quincy Shepard will get one here, and he's going to go into run support. We got him up to a 71 overall. +3 man coverage. Okay, interesting. I'll take that. Backup DT Ray Lima. We're going to go into run stopper. Get him into the yellow at 70 overall. +2 play rec is beautiful. Backup tight end Octavius Cooley. We're going to go into possession. It doesn't move him up in overall, but with him being the backup, I want his pass catching ability to go up just a little bit, and it does. Ravion Roy will get an upgrade as well, and we're going to go into run stopper, get him up to a 66 overall. +4 on play record. Lord, buddy. Jalen Teague will get his first upgrade, and we're going to go into possession, try to get him up to the scheme fit as quickly as possible, and he got a ton of upgrades across the board. So now let's take a look at our updated draft board. Again, we're just kind of looking wide receivers, linemen, probably defensive linemen as well. I mean, we tell you the truth, I mean, after this episode, I really don't know where we went wrong, but let's showcase a few players. First up, we have the number 2 cornerback in the draft, Travis Tyler, who is 6'2", 209 pounds, out of Ohio. Zone archetype, top skill, zone coverage, awareness, play rec, early first round talent, projected in the late first round. So far at Iowa, he had 1 pick, 30 tackles, 3 TFLs, 13 pass defense, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery. They are just not throwing towards this guy, let alone he is in MAC, but they're just not testing him at all. And then another guy that is projected to go late first round is number 2 defensive tackle junior Dennis Sherman, 6'3", 296 pounds, out of San Diego State. He's a speed rush archetype with top skills as finesse move, hit power, play rec. He has mid-first round talent. If we need a defensive tackle towards the end of the first round, I think this is the guy we need to go after. 40 tackles, 4 sacks, 15 TFLs. He is an absolute beast in the middle of that defensive line. And then dipping into some second round talent, since we have so many picks, we are looking at junior left end Hudson Whitman, 6'3", 305 pounds, out of Purdue. Power rusher archetype with top skills of pursuit, tackle, and power moves. His talent is late first round, but his draft stock is climbing with the year he's having at Purdue right now. 90 tackles, 11 sacks, 27 TFLs, 1 forced fumble in 10 games. This guy is going to be an absolute stud. And that's where we're going to be wrapping up this episode. When we come back, we will get through week 11 through week 13. Couple games here. I don't want to watch the Patriots. I'm kind of tired of the Patriots, and that last game kind of blew my mind. But we have the 2 5-1 Steelers, and then the 5-3 current Texans. So if you want to see either one of those games, let me know. If not, I'll pick and I'll showcase which one I want to showcase. Maybe we'll go with a game where their record isn't as good, so maybe we have an opportunity to win. But I mean, I play all the games anyway, I watch all the games anyway. So let me know if there's anything that I can do, because this team has been extremely frustrating this year. They can't seem to win. Turnovers are a mess. The defense looked lights out and then got exposed the last couple of weeks. Our offense looks good but still can't score and then turns the ball over. So very, very frustrating. But that's all the time that we have. Thanks again for watching, and as always, stay frosty, and I'll see you in the next episode. D.Knight, out.
They thought it was a game till I